Today we will study a lesson, the sound of music, that is for class 9th. The first part of this lesson was completed in the previous video, and today we will study the part 2, that is the Shehnai of Bismillah Khan. This lesson is about the life of Bismillah Khan, Shehnai maestro. How this music instrument Shehnai was originated. It is also told here how it was named Shehnai and what was its original version. Actually, in the beginning, in the place of Shehnai, it was a musical instrument that was pungi. When pungi was played, its sound was very shrill and unpleasant. So, in the time of King Aurangzeb, Emperor Aurangzeb, that was a Mughal emperor, he banned playing pungi. There was a barber from a professional musician family. He replaced pungi by Shehnai. He invented this instrument that was a modified of the instrument pungi. Being a barber is also known as nai. Actually, he was invented Shehnai, and it was played for the first time in the court of the Shah Aurangzeb. So, Shah plus Nai, it is named Shehnai. Now, we would come to know about Bismillah Khan. Who was Bismillah Khan? Bismillah Khan was born in 1916 at Dumrao in Bihar. When he was a boy, he played Gilli and Danda. Gilli Danda, that is a very popular game in Indian villages among especially boys. He also used to visit the temple, that was a Bihariji temple, for singing Bhojpuri Chaita, and he was singing Bhojpuri Chaita just for a big laddu, because in those days he was suffering from hunger. There was a crisis of food in his family, so he was singing this song Bhojpuri Chaita just for a laddu. When he became 6 years old, he moved to Varanasi, where his uncle Ali Baksh was living, and there his uncle Ali Baksh advised him to get the training of Shehnai playing. His uncle imparted this training in Shehnai playing. He started his practice, and for his practice he used to visit the bank of the Ganga in Varanasi, and for whole day he kept on playing Shehnai. He kept on practicing Shehnai there. The water of the Ganga inspired his soul and his music, and he was absorbed in playing this music instrument. In 1930, he was awarded the Best Performance Award at All India Music Conference in Allahabad. In 1947, our first Prime Minister of India, Pandit Nehru, invited Bismillah Khan at the Red Fort for playing Shehnai for the first time at the time of independence. So, in 1947, when Pandit Nehru invited the Shehnai maestro Bismillah Khan for playing Shehnai at the Red Fort, where the national flag is hoisted at the time of Independence Day every year on national level. He also gave music in 2 Indian movies, but it was very unfortunate for him that he was not liked by the viewers, Indian viewers. I don't know what will be the reason, but Indian people did not like him much. That's why he did not continue giving music in Indian movies. He was also awarded the highest civilian award of India, that is Bharat Ratna, and at last he died on 21st August 2006 at Heritage Hospital in Varanasi. This way, the great life of the Shehnai maestro Bismillah Khan ended. So, the part 2 of this lesson is ended here. How was the life of Bismillah Khan? I hope all of you would be inspired with this lesson. As in the part 1, we studied a great life of Evelyn, who was totally deaf, but somehow she got inspiration and she practiced and practiced and practiced. She became never disappointed because of her deafness. She continued her practice to the perfection, and at last she became a multi-percussionist. So she proved with her efforts that everyone deserves success. No matter what is your physical condition, what is your monetary condition, it doesn't matter. In every condition, in every situation of life, you can grow up, you can succeed, nothing can stop you. Only requirement is your own decision, your consistency, your persistency, your hard work, your devotion to your work. These things, if these things are there with you, definitely you will achieve your target, your success. No one can inhibit you if you are ready from the inside. So, this is the law of nature, that if anyone in this world is ready to achieve something, he will definitely achieve. And here we have studied in this lesson two examples. They were from very poor background, but they achieved their goals, and that was their greatness. We also should be inspired with these two lives.